how are you now? Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 savage roasts on Letterkenny. For this list, we'll be looking at the most devastating insults, or chirps as the hockey players call it, ever said on the show.
We need a favor, boys.
A big one, boys.
What's the matter? Are your Robert Munch book reports overdue?
If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10, your entire life. Perhaps the best chirper of all the hockey bros is Shoresy, who has a talent for getting under the skins of both Riley and Jonesy.
You could cut the sexual tension over there with a knife. Give your balls a tug.
Shoresy is the duo's own personal villain, and is often portrayed as their antagonist. He roasts the hockey duo in every scene that they share together.
Tell your mom to give me a timeout. The last time I tried that, she threatened to take a header on me into an empty pool at the Quality Suite.
He upsets the boys constantly, as no subject is off limits, which always leaves their altercations in a shouting match. While this is not Shoresy's most savage insult, it really says something about his ability to chirp, if this is as soft as it gets.
Your lives are so sad, I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you. Nice sweep, no sweet, give your balls a tug.
Number 9, a tug. Wayne sees himself as a so-called tough guy, and is always ready for a fight.
That's gonna be a busy week, because there's a few guys walking around town claiming to be the toughest guys in Letterkenny.
I'm the toughest guy in Letterkenny.
You were the toughest guy in Letterkenny.
As such, some of his chirps revolve around how soft and weak he thinks other people are. Give your balls a tug is a popular phrase used throughout the series against people the guys think are wimps.
Give your balls a tug.
A guy like Stuart is an easy target for this type of chirp, because any way you look at it, he's basically the opposite of Wayne. This time, Wayne chooses to make fun of Stuart's odd choice of fashion, specifically his tight pants.
Now, I'd say give your balls a tug, but it looks like your pants are doing that for you.
It's a play on the show's popular chirp, roasting the fact that not only is Stuart supposedly unmanly, his tight pants have kept him from maturing. Number 8, pipe down. While Letterkenny is a fictional town in Ontario, Canada, it's meant to represent real-life small towns that creator and main actor Jared Kiso used as the basis for this series.
Who's that?
The French.
One of the innovations the show introduced in season 3 was Les Hic, the French-Canadian version of the Letterkenny Hicks, but from Quebec. On a fishing trip close to the border of both provinces, the two groups meet each other and quickly start chirping.
Hey! Didn't they teach you how to pipe down at CJEP?
Daryl makes fun of Quebec's education system, which is different from Ontario's. Despite the obvious language barrier in this scene, as both parties speak in their native tongue, we're pretty sure Les Hic got Daryl's message.
Hey! He said simmers down, so simmers down! Why don't you go eat some tartars, you snail-sucking mime lovers?
J'ai rien compris, mais y'a pas de raison de t'exciter de même, toi! C'est cool!
Number 7, your mom. If there was one character whose only job was to roast someone every scene, that would be Shoresy.
Tell your mom I dreamed the bank account she set up for me.
Over the course of the series, Shoresy, voiced by Jared Kiso, saw an extended role in season 3, becoming a fan favorite. His go-to insults, almost exclusively aimed at the hockey duo Riley and Jonesy, comes at the expense of their respective mothers.
I'd still smash you both if I was bored, but Riley and Jonesy's moms get too jealous. Make yourselves useful, grab me a bag of dill picklers.
In this roast, Shoresy makes a joke about Riley's mom's excessive sexual harassment towards him, threatening to take it to the internet, exposing her behavior to the world. This arrow definitely hit its mark.
Your mom groped me 2 Halloweens ago.
Number 6, the last time you saw a girl. Perhaps one of the show's biggest strengths is taking a joke or a premise that they've used frequently and turning it on its head and making it fresh again.
Do you think the door is open to everyone here? Just because Marianne looks like she's homeless doesn't mean you can treat it like a shelter.
In season 5, Letterkenny introduced Betty Ann and Marianne, a hockey duo similar to Riley and Jonesy, except instead of being best friends, they hate each other. Riley and Jonesy are hired to coach the girls' hockey team, the Letterkenny Shamrockettes, and their first meeting with the team becomes a lot for the boys to handle.
I love ice cream, Marianne. I love all frozen treats. Your mitt looks like I squeezed a cherry red popsicle with a handful of dryer lint.
Meet your new team, pheasants.
Both women do not hold back and produce some of the most savage roasts on the show. Whether it was their intelligence, their body, hygiene, or their families, nothing was off limits and everything was fair game.
Who you calling girls?
No, we mean women.
Yes, that is my bad. I am sorry. It is an old habit. See, we call the men on our team boys, so I just...
It's completely inappropriate.
Okay.
Marianne over there is not a girl.
Number 5, hit the pavement. On top of making jokes about the hockey players' mothers, Shorzy has other themed jokes that he likes to use.
3 things. I hit you, you hit the pavement, ambulance hit 60.
Fighting is a favored subject for him, and he uses a variety of the 3-hit chirp to roast the boys. While Shorzy does come off as your stereotypical hockey bro, his jokes are well thought out and contain layers. It's not just about physically dominating Riley through fighting that he chirps him about, but the sheer disrespect that would come after that made this an excellent chirp.
Fight me, see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, Shorzy.
3 things. I hit you, you hit the pavement.
Number 4, muscle shirt. Season 2's cold open riffs off of its first, when a boy comes to pick up Wayne's little sister for a date.
Gentlemen? How are you now?
However, instead of 2 jacked hockey dudes, this time it's the complete opposite, with Stuart a small goth hipster. Stuart signs his own death warrant as he tries to insult them by calling them shirt tuckers, only to be roasted.
Same bad time, same bad channel. Hey, shirt tuckers.
The group begins to let him have it, commenting on his appearance, habits, and overall awkwardness.
See, the muscle shirt came today. Muscle's coming tomorrow.
You get a tracking number?
Oh, I hope you got a tracking number.
That package is going to be smaller than one you're currently sporting.
Tall order, Derry.
It's clear that Wayne does not approve of this relationship and makes his feelings about Stuart known. Number 3, inbred fur traders. There are few things more sacred to a Quebecois than Celine Dion, Poutine, and the fur trade. The gang found themselves in a screaming match with Lay Hick after insulting the Queen of Quebec.
J'ai pas compris ce que t'as dit, mais j'ai entendu Céline Dion sur un ton hostile.
Y'a personne qui parle de Céline Dion avec un ton hostile, Céline Dion, là, c'est un trésor national, un vrai ange.
The Quebecois boys take it as a huge insult, which sparks a whole French versus English roast. Both sides trade blows based on stereotypes and customs, showcasing how they're mirror images of each other.
Why don't you go snowshoe to the Bell Center to watch back-to-back sold-out Simple Plan shows, then go eat some Montreal smoked meat, you bagel-munching rope pissers!
Squirrely Dan jumps in to defend Daryl, roasting the fact that Quebec used to be famous for their fur trade back in the 17th and 18th century.
Why don't you go canoeing to 3 Rivers, you inbred fur traders?
Hey, Chris, go eat the Nanaimo bar in Kamloops. Hey, puis mange la merde!
The groups were close to trading blows if it wasn't for Wayne's superb French-speaking skills to defuse the situation. Number 2, hit the floor. This chirp combines everything that you'd expect from Shorzy. He's tormented Riley and Jonesy with stories of his sexual exploits of both of their mothers, as well as threatening them with violence.
But I keep telling her I only let Jonesy's mom do that.
Here he delivers a masterful chirp that sends the boys spiraling. Even their coach chuckles after this one, demonstrating just how savage it was. This chirp starts a whole roast session, leaving the bros defeated and in their feelings.
My mom would never put my finger in your bum.
Shorzy's best moments on the show are when he roasts the hockey duo, and it's safe to say that this chirp belongs in the rafters. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Good ideas.
I have plenty of good ideas, Betty Ann. Like convincing your dad to get a vasectomy so I wouldn't have to worry about another you coming into the world.
Babe Ruth's mid.
Your mitt looks like Babe Ruth's ball glove from the dirty 30s if 20 more dudes spat chewing tobacco in it.
Tell your mom.
Tell your mom to top up the cell phone she bought me so I can FaceTime her late night.
Your mom liked my Instagram post.
Jonesy, your mom just liked my Instagram post from 2 years ago.
Wayne the poet.
Here's a poem. Starlight, star bright, why the f*** you got earrings on?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, come on, kitten. From its inception, Letterkenny is about one simple thing: roasting the hell out of people. Beginning with YouTube sketches, Letterkenny became incredibly popular thanks to their outstanding and hilarious chirps.
So you look like a 12-year-old Dutch girl. Your esthetician coiffed that for you?
This carried on to the show as the first scene is nothing but a masterclass in chirping. The cold open tells you all you need to know about what to expect from the show and the hilarity that will follow.
How many times you pulled your horn today, bud?
What?
Oh, she's bashful.
Oh, come on, Kitten. I won't tell anyone.
Wayne and Daryl team up to roast Riley and Jonesy, setting each other up perfectly to tear the boys down. The chirps kept coming and coming, letting you know who the most savage roasters in Letterkenny were.
Fellas, that was some of the finest chirping I've ever received. Ever.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.